Hi everybody, this is Sister Omi. Hope everyone's doing well. And if you're at it, like, share, subscribe right now. I'm going to be doing the new moon in Sagittarius. And this is going to be for the sign of Libra. That's where I'm at, Libra now. This new moon in Sag, Sag is promise of brighter days to come. Sag is a symbol of the archer. That archer points his arrow. He's very focused on his goals. But at his best is seeking something so much more worldly than success and wealth. That's interesting. Now the centaur, the mythical half man, half horse, is about rising above animal instinct. So Sag, during this Sag new moon, this Sag vibration is looking for the wisdom above all else. It's the wisdom. What is to be gained through experiences, if it's through travel, just getting outdoors, something intellectual, something spiritual. What is to be gained? Now this new moon is about allowing yourself to be free to experience something that's meaningful to you. So what's meaningful to you? Now, also a word to the wise. You don't want to go too far to the right and too far to the left. I'll leave it at that. But this new moon energy is best to focus on the things that light your fire and give others the freedom to follow their bliss or follow what is, what lights their fire. Life is funny like that. Libra, you're the very tactful but truthful person. But with this Four of Earth, here it's like you've reached a certain point right here, and you've done it through perseverance. I'm going to say you've probably been very hardworking. You've obtained some level of success that, you've been able to control and manage up until this point. Your Libra energy, you're open-minded, that balance scales. You can be opinionated but open-minded. So you're able to balance some of this fire energy. But with this growth earth here, you've reached a certain plateau. And at this plateau, you don't have to totally withhold your resources. And I'm not talking about money only. When we look at resources, we look at time, energy, your physical body. What are you doing? Are you extending too much energy in one area and maybe not resting? It still comes into that balance. You reach this plateau. Now, this is also your emotions. All this fire. This earth is saying, you got to be kind of grounded, but you don't have to be miserly or stingy. You don't have to cling to your possessions. And don't stand in the way of change. This is the biggest thing. Don't stand in the things of change. That Sag fire might be burning some things up that just need to go so that you can move on from this 4 to the 5 to the 6 to the 7. It's like clinging to something that you need to let go of. And that could be anything. But you know what that is, right, Libra? This is your heart chakra, wisdom. Isn't that what this period is about? Using the wisdom. Wisdom, patience and acceptance. This is perfect when you need to prove nothing, when you choose simply to be wise. There's an ability here to bring serenity to any situation, and indeed, it may be needed. So that's that Libra balance. Maybe there's something you just need to let go of. And God, your ancestors, your spirit is talking to your heart. Just time to let it go, because it may be keeping you from growing into that person. Or I shouldn't say grow into that person. Evolve into that spiritual being. Libra, that balance, that air. There's something higher that spirit has in store for you. So this is about opening your heart, a couple times a day. Just take some time to just breathe, because this is about bringing harmony and trust and your ability to give and receive and be flexible and be open to new people, new ideas, new types of growth, and also your ability to cope with loss. For example, the holiday, maybe you break up with somebody and don't cope with it like with drugs, alcohol, these type of things. It's really spirit, is it moving in your heart to leave you open to something far better. And everything is in nature. Everything is in nature. So I think this is so interesting. The Judas tree. So I'm looking at this, Libra. Maybe it's a relationship you need to move away from. Because the Judas tree says here, your own passion may cause you suffering. Keep alert to what is not yet in sight. Danger can be avoided. The Judas tree. This kind of reminds me of the Pisces reading. Kind of. Maybe you're clinging to something that's just familiar, but it really is no good for you. And, spirit is talking to your heart. But are you being guided? What are you being guided by? Is it the familiar? Or is it like a dream or an illusion? There's a saying, things come into your life for a reason or a season. So maybe the season is over. You've learned something about yourself during this time. So now it's time to move forward. And if anyone could pull off a balancing act, it would be you, Libra. This new moon is about you being diplomatic, or your approach, or having a diplomatic approach, can open up to a whole new channel of opportunities and communications. So don't hold back. Take advantage of this opportunity. Speak your truth and indulge your curiosity. But remember about going too far to the right or to the left. Who knows? You might finally get a certain question answered. You may finally get an opportunity. Who knows? But don't cling to the old. You've reached a certain pinnacle here. Clinging to certain things you may lose out on an opportunity. So it's definitely about using wisdom and opening up your heart. And Libra, you have that balanced energy, that balanced communication, that Sag, fire. We got the new moon in Sag, Jupiter just moved in Sag, so you got a lot of fire, a lot of initiating energy to blaze into a new trail or to blaze into new experiences. But don't let them be experiences motivated by ego, sex, that lower base stuff. And probably I would suggest stay away from drugs and alcohol. Ace of Wands. We have more fire here. There's more fire. Now, this is about life, action, your body, so you got to take care of yourself. But this ace is about birth, courage, fertility, instinct, using your instinct. This is initiating something new. This goes to following your bliss. What lights your fire? This is that spark that's helping you move into that direction. But at the same time, using wisdom and not being motivated by things in your lower energy. I'm talking like sex, drugs, what seduces you. That girl is fine. You may end up getting burnt. You don't want to do that. or that guy is fine. I'm using these as analogies because this can apply to all situations. Mental, physical, spiritual, work life, personal life. You know your life. You know where this applies. But you can use this spark to start something new. This spark is about using it for that spark to, for all the hope and optimism at this Sagittarius new moon. This is about hope and optimism. Okay, maybe you got to let some things go. But Spirit is working because it's opened your heart. You have a lot of wisdom that you may not have tapped into or you don't really take the time to look at. And maybe you don't take the time to look at it because you allow yourself to be seduced. And I'm using sex, drugs, and rock and roll, even though I don't think that's the phase they use at this particular time. But these are these things that are distractions. Stay away, be mindful of the distractions. This is that spark for that hope and optimistic future that you really want. And maybe there's some things or some people you just need to leave behind. This is your time to get those burning questions answered so that you can have your new start, Libra. I think this is going to be a fascinating new moon for you. I want you to have fun because and when you think of this, because this Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, happy holidays, whatever floats your boat. You know, a lot of people are partying, drinking, and all that stuff. So be mindful because you're going to be out there. There's going to be opportunities. There's going to be a lot of conversations. I mean, this is the season. So, but we have to be mindful. All right? So Libra, please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, some thumbs up. This is Sister Omi. Peace.